1 year ago, on January 18th, 2025, a story called Us the series began. At the time, we didn't know what it would become. We didn't know how deeply it would settle into our hearts. We didn't know that something so quiet could stay with us for so long. It didn't arrive with grand promises. It didn't demand our attention. It simply opened a door and invited us in. The series was never just about romance. It was about timing, about hesitation, about feelings that arrive before we are ready for them. It was about the things we don't say, and the courage it takes to say them anyway. Every episode felt like a deep breath. Every moment was allowed to exist without being rushed. And in that slowness, something rare happened. We felt seen. Dokrak was young, still figuring out who she was and who she was allowed to be. She loved deeply, but quietly. She carried her feelings carefully, like something fragile she didn't want to break. She chose kindness even when it cost her. She chose family, responsibility, and silence when her heart wanted to speak. And for so many of us, Dokrak felt painfully familiar. She was every person who has loved someone in secret. Every person who has stepped back so others could be happy. Every person who believed their feelings mattered less. Watching her was emotional, because she reminded us of parts of ourselves we thought we had outgrown, but hadn't. Pam was different. She was calm, observant, and gentle, but never empty. She didn't rush toward love, but she didn't run from it either. Pam taught us that love is not just about feeling. It's about choosing honesty, choosing courage, choosing to face discomfort instead of hiding from it. She showed us that softness is not weakness, that being kind doesn't mean being passive, and that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is admit what your heart already knows. Together, Pam and Dokrak didn't feel like a fantasy. They felt real. Their love wasn't built on dramatic confessions or perfect timing. It was built in moments, in glances that lingered, in silences that spoke louder than words. They showed us a love that grows slowly, a love that hesitates, a love that waits. And when they finally chose each other, it didn't feel sudden. It felt earned. Pam and Dokrak lived because Emmy and Bonnie treated them with care. Through the smallest gestures, a pause before speaking, a breath held too long, a look filled with unspoken emotion. They made us believe their chemistry wasn't loud or performative. It was warm. It felt safe. They allowed Pam and Dokrak to exist as people, not just characters. And because of that, we trusted them with our hearts. Pam and Dokrak's story didn't exist in isolation. It was shaped by the people around them, by family, friends, and the quiet presences that influenced their choices. The supporting characters in US weren't just there to fill space. They felt real. They felt necessary. Each one reflected a different way of loving, of caring, of letting go. The friends and people around Pam and Dokrak gave the story warmth. They laughed. They supported. They observed, sometimes knowing more than they said. They reminded us that love doesn't grow in isolation. It grows in spaces filled with everyday life. Shared meals, familiar places, and conversations that linger. And behind every one of these characters were actors who treated their roles with care. Even in brief moments, they added depth and sincerity. They helped make us feel like a world we could step into, not just a story we watched. Because of them, Pam and Dokrak didn't feel alone. And neither did we. Kawi was more than a love interest in the middle of a difficult situation. He was a brother, a protector, someone who loved deeply, even when that love was imperfect. Through Kawi, Yus explored a different kind of heartbreak. The pain of realizing that love alone is not enough, and that sometimes caring for someone means stepping aside. His story reminded us that not every kind of love is meant to last, but that doesn't make it meaningless. And in the end, Kawi's growth came from learning to let go, from choosing understanding over possession, and from loving his sister enough to put her happiness before his own. Oat represented a kind of love that doesn't demand attention. She was steady, present, someone who showed care through actions rather than words. In a story filled with uncertainty and emotional weight, Oat was grounding. She reminded us that support doesn't always come from knowing exactly what to say. Sometimes it comes from simply staying, from listening, from being there without trying to fix everything. Oat showed us that love can be patient and constant, that strength can be soft, and that sometimes the quietest presence is the one that matters most. Nene brought warmth into the world of us. She was open, honest, unapologetically herself. Where others hesitated, Nene spoke. Where things felt heavy, she brought light. She reminded us that joy has a place even in complicated stories. That laughter doesn't erase pain, but it makes it easier to carry. Through Nene, us showed us that love can be expressive, playful, and reassuring. A reminder that hope can exist alongside uncertainty. View and Mim brought sincerity and ease to Oat and Nene. Their performances felt effortless and real, allowing their characters to feel like people we might actually know. They didn't overpower the story. They supported it. And because of them, Oat and Nene became more than supporting roles. They became comfort, balance, a reminder that not all love stories have to hurt to matter. Some stories end when the final episode airs. US didn't. It stayed. It stayed in playlists we still listen to, in scenes we replay when we need comfort, in late-night thoughts and quiet mornings. For many of us was representation. For others, healing. For some, the first time a love story felt honest and gentle instead of painful. It reminded us that our feelings are valid, that loving softly is not wrong, that being seen, even quietly, matters. US was never just about two people falling in love. It was about connection, about the people who shape us, challenge us, and stay with us, about the quiet impact of those who walk beside us, even briefly. This story was built by many hands, and every one of them mattered. This video is for us, for Pam and Dokrak, who taught us how to love softly and bravely, for Emmy and Bonnie, who gave them heart and truth, for the supporting cast, who made the world feel whole, and for all of us who watched, felt, and stayed. Time has passed, but the feeling hasn't. 1 year later, you still means everything.